Hi Flosstube, welcome back. My name is Tina. I'm a 14 count Ada girl. I only stitch on 14 count Ada. I hope you enjoy what you see today and you come back and let's get ourselves started. This week I did 13 of my wows. A wow is my whips of the week. In case you're new here, I have about 30 whips going and I touch every single one of them once a month. Minimum of 100 stitches each one of them get, so you get to see them rotate every single month. And then toward the end of the month, when I'm usually finished with all of them around the 15th, then I either take votes for who wants to see me stitch on extra on whichever project, and you can decide, or sometimes I just decide, and then they get what they get. So it's a lot of fun. So this week I actually got 13 whips touched, which is crazy a lot for me because of my shoulders always acting up and causing me a lot of pain. So I was really happy to have touched 13. So we're going to have to hurry this one along. I don't want this to be too long, but we don't have any FFOs. We don't have any finishes. I do have some haul. I am currently at an RV rally, which is kind of like a stitchy retreat, but it's for RVers. And you get to go around and look into all the new RVs. That, of course, they try to get you to buy a new one. I'm not buying a new one. And right now Erica's sick, so we're kind of just staying indoors for a couple days. We're probably going to miss a couple days of this rally, but we want to make sure we're not contagious and we don't give anything to anybody. But he is on the mend, so hopefully, and I'm starting to feel a little sniffly now myself, so I'm probably a day or two behind him. And so I'm sorry if you can hear that. So anyhow, we're going to do these wows, which are my whips of the week. And like I said, we do have 13 of them, and I did not pre-unzip them. So sorry, I normally do that. Okay, so last Monday when I left you, we were on Flosstube 19, so that makes this Flosstube 20. Okay, so the first thing I worked on that Monday was my survivor butterfly. I am a breast cancer survivor, in case you don't know. And this is what it looks like. I got this from Sew, S-E-W, and Grew, G-R-E-W.com. It's on like page 3. Under cross stitch. If you click cross stitch in their menu and then scroll through to page 3, it's on page 3. So I did 119 stitches on this. I started putting in the word survive right here, and that's as far as I am on this one. I will link that below as well. I'll make a note that I'm going to do that. Okay. So there's number 1. I'm not going to count them because I'll lose count. I know I will. So, okay. The next thing we had was on Tuesday, I worked on the Army emblem that I started for my husband. He is a retired from the military, from the Army. And this has just been started, so there's not a lot of progress yet. But I did put in 206 stitches. And pull down these strands. And that is what I have of it so far. Hoping you can see that. Yeah. So it's starting to come along. And the next thing I stitched on was Autumn by Cricut Collection. Both of those are done on 14 count white Ada. Nothing special about their Ada. So the next thing I worked on was Cricut Collection's Autumn. This is done on a 14 count vintage country mocha. And I did 214 stitches on this day. I am working on the T. I am stitching this along with my friend Jenny. She is doing it as well. Jenny has a Zoom. It's called Late Night Stitchers. I will link below. There's usually someone on every night. I won't say I'm on every night. I try to go on whenever I can, and it's usually later in the evening, 7 to 10-ish or so. But usually you can find somebody on there, and everybody there is super, super friendly. And so I will link that one. Let me write that down too. Okay. And then after that, I worked on Carolyn Manning's Beachcomber. And this is also done just on a white 14 count, of course. And I put in 90 stitches. And I put in 90 stitches. I'll show you why. This is Beachcomber. It's beautiful in its blues. Each one of these little boxes are 90 stitches. They're not the 100 that you normally get. So each one of these little boxes are 90. So I put that one in, called a day. One day I'll work on it more. So she's moving right along. Then next thing I worked on was Christmas Village. This is a Tiny Modernist series. It was a 4-part series. It is all completely out now. It's a really, really cute series. I am on that first line up there. It is all done in DMC flosses. Everything I have showed you so far is done in DMC flosses. And I worked on the Christmas tree on this day, and I did 147 stitches. Okay, that one's really fun to stitch. I'm really enjoying that stitch. That is done on a blue Ada that I just got off of Amazon. I just typed in blue Ada, literally is what I typed in. And I think I took like the first one they had. So, okay, the next thing I worked on was, yes, it's called Collecting Shells. It is by Design Works. It has a cute little girl on it, playing in the sand, collecting up her shells. I'm still way up here in the water. There's not a lot to see. I did change the Ada on this. I had some gridded Ada, and when I'm doing a full coverage, I prefer the gridded Ada. Also, the whole background up here is supposed to be done in half stitch, and I don't like the way half stitch looks on 14 count Ada, so I went ahead and just made them full stitches. And so that's what I have so far. And she got, I believe, 100. Check here. Yes, Collecting Shells got 100 stitches. So that's where we are so far. Okay. And that is done with the kit floss. Next, I worked on Dreaming of Tulips. This is a Rosewood Manor. I'm doing this on a regular 14 count wide Ada. Oh, I don't have the photo anymore. I sold my pattern. So, sold it to someone, so I don't have the pattern anymore. I'll have to try to insert a picture or something. But this is how much I have done on it. I put in all this green stem thing here. And this got 107 stitches. So that's about 107 stitches right through there. Okay. So next I did, those are also done in just DMC flosses. I think most everything is, unless I let you know otherwise. Yeah, more DMC. This is Follow Your Heart by Silver Creek Samplers. It says, follow your heart, but take your stitching with you. And this is done on a French cafe mocha. And I have finished the H. There's a lot of stitches in that H. So the H is done. So everything else is pretty much small, a lot smaller, so hopefully the rest of it goes pretty quick. Trying to keep a smaller two in my pile so you do get to finish every now and again. Because if you'll notice, everything I have is really, really big. And that doesn't look to change anytime soon. I like the bigger projects. And I like the way they look on a 14 count. They're even bigger because they're on the 14 count. So that's why I do them on the 14 count. So the next project I have is Happy Stitching. This is by Sue Hillis Designs. This is what it looks like. And I got this whole piece done here now, the whole Happy Stitching. And I was working on, yeah, this first box here. I think that's what I did. Let me look. Oh, I hadn't even started that box. So I guess what I did was I just finished this line here. So, there we go. Okay, this Ada is a 14 count, and this is a DMC product that I just bought at a Hobby Lobby, Michael's, one of those. They don't name their new fabrics that they're dyeing now. Hopefully they will soon, but this one's just multicolored, and I thought it would be really pretty for this project. So it's the multicolored one from DMC. And let's see, that was Happy Stitching. We got 116 stitches. Like I said, I just did that whole line. And next I will do that next little square, also done in DMC. Next thing I worked on was Jack Frost Farms. This was a series, Jack Frost Tree Farms by Little House Needleworks, and it is a 7-part series. And I am working on, or I just have been working on this square. I have finished the car, and now I finished the tree. The tree is what I put in this week. So this block is getting close to done. I just need the 3 trees on the far left-hand side, and there's 3 trees that go right here, and then we'll be done with that. Pull this out one more. Thought that would be enough, but it's not. There we go. I have an ort hanging out. So this is the Douglas fir. I so enjoyed stitching on this tree. It was a lot of fun. I mean, car, the little Woody. He's so cute. Enjoyed it a lot. So got the tree in, and like I said, we have 3 more trees, a snowflake, and then that one will be done, and I'll move on to the next one. Let's show you. I am doing all of these together, so it'll all be on one piece of fabric. And that fabric, in case you're wondering, is parchment, 14 count. Now this project is done in fancy floss. It is what it was called for, and it's one of my very beginning projects when I knew no better, and so I just bought what it called for, so I bought it. Nowadays I don't buy the fancy floss unless it's a highly variegated fancy floss and I can see the difference and I know it's gonna show some striping or something in it. So that is Jack Frost Farm. It got 102 stitches. Next we have Liberty's Welcome. I went to World Cross Stitch Day at my LNS last Friday. They had a stitch group basically from 10 to 4, and they had door prizes, and we stitched all day, and we chatted, and they had snacks, and of course we went and shopped a little bit. You know how that goes. So yeah, on that day, I don't get much stitching done when I hang out with my friends. I don't. Matter of fact, I didn't even count the stitches I did because it was probably not that many. And then I did work on this a second day. I think I worked on it a little bit on Saturday as well. And then I had to stop, and I'll show you why. So this is Liberty's Welcome. I am trying to get this finished this year. So when I do pick it up, I am trying to get a lot of stitching in on it. This may be the second time it's been worked on in this month. Yes, it is. It's the second time it's been worked on this month. I'm working on that house, and I'm that close to done with the house. And I ran out of the beige. And these are MPI silks. And they're hard to find. I did find them on 123 Stitch, which is where I got them in the first place. I am currently in up near Goshen, Indiana, at the retreat, and at the RV retreat here. And I went to a stitching store here, about an hour and a half away from here. We drove there yesterday, or day before yesterday. We drove there day before yesterday. We took the hour and a half drive, drove out there. I filmed their store, so there'll be a store shop tour coming on Thursday. So I still have to edit that and get that out to y'all. So that'll be a lot of fun. And there are 2 more within about the same distance, hour and a half. And we're going to try to hit both of those before we leave this area. So hopefully I will have 2 more for you. And of course, I have a little haul from that too. Okay, so that was Friday. So Saturday, I worked on Home of the Free. This is Home of the Free Because of the Brave. I worked on this while we were driving up to that shop. And this is Primrose Cottage. And it's a small, intentionally pulled a small, so like I said, I can have something to show. And I got the BEC done while we were in the car. So that's what I got done. I believe I also worked on this during, yes, I did. I worked on this during our cross stitch group on World Cross Stitch Day, because I put in the box there, and I don't think I put any of the word free in. I think it was already done. So that's where we are on that one. This is done in a 14 count reindeer hide. I really love the reindeer hide, so I did buy me some more when I was at my LNS last week. That is done in DMC flosses. And then that takes us to, let's see, that was worked on Friday and Saturday. So maybe I did do the word free as well. It's quite possible. I've slept since then, I don't know. So then I pulled out my Old Glory. Old Glory was a sale we started on July 4th, and we were trying to get so many of them done, so it'll be done by July 4th next year, but I'm already way behind. Not sure I'm even going to make that goal, but we shall see. These are a lot bigger than they really look. So this is Old Glory. It is Rosewood Manor. I am doing this on Beautiful Beige. I'm doing this in the DMC colors. And I can leave this folded because there's not that much done on it. Whoops, let me pull those strands down. And that's how far I have gotten on that. I spent most of yesterday doing this right here. And then I put in these 2 lines here. 2 stripes. I'm moving along on the stripes. That's a lot of stitching. That is a lot of stitching right there. So that is Old Glory. And that is the end of the wows for the week. Huh? So let's see. What else do I need to show? Okay, let's start with all this. We got a lot of haul here. Okay. My LNS does this thing they call a grab bag, cross stitch grab bag, in a brown bag, like lunch bags that you used to carry your lunches for school in. They put in 5 patterns, and you can't see what they are. It's closed up, it's stapled, and it's for sale for $5. No, $10. Sorry, $10. It's $10. It's $10, and there's 5 patterns inside. So when I see that they have these, I usually grab one because it's just a really good stuff, you know. And you know, if by chance it's something that, sorry, I don't want to stitch on, I can always pass it along to a viewer. So here are the ones that I got in this one. I got Stitching with the Housewives, Hello Santa. And remember, if you don't like stitching things on black, you don't have to. You can change this to any color you want. I probably wouldn't change it to a white. I mean, if you changed it to a beige, any of the beiges, neutrals, that would look great on one of those. That's like this home sign back here. This is a Stitching with the Housewives. They do it all in black. But there again, I don't like the look of the black, so I didn't do mine in black. So, don't be afraid to change up your colors. The next thing that was in that grab bag was this Mill Hill kit, and it is a little gingerbread lass. Isn't she adorable? And the next thing that was in there was the Country College Needleworks Clara and the Prince. It's from the Nutcracker Village series. Trying to keep some of that glare off of it. And then we got Fragments of Time 2022 by Shaquihana Valley Samplers. I hope I didn't butcher that too bad. It's a cute little bowl of berries. And the last thing that was in that grab bag was the Stitching with the Housewives Trick or Treat. I don't really stitch Halloween, so that one will definitely be passed on to one of my viewers. And that's it for the grab bag. Then, while I was looking up there, I did see that they had, yes, they had a box of free items. I assumed that people donated these because they're older. They're probably from the 80s or 90s. And I went through their little box of freebies and I found 2 that I wanted to take home with me. I got this little Santa monthly. Because I thought that was really cute. Let me see if I can see a year on this. 1989. So yeah, it's an older pattern. And then I got this because, oh my gosh, he was so cute, right? Look how cute. He's just stinking cute. You can't help it. He's stinking cute. And then, lo and behold to me, there's a little girl on the back. That's going to make the most adorable little set. And I might even just stitch them on the same fabric right next to each other. They're just too sticky cute. Too cute. There's also 1, 2. Oh, wait, I'm not gonna do it. Nope. I don't think that one's in there, is it? Oh, it is. Okay, so it is all of these. Okay. So, without showing patterns, there's this one in here. This one, the family all around the tree. I really like that one. And the little snowman. You know, I'm crazy about a snowman. And this little couple here. And this one holding the baby. So, yeah, that had some really cute ones in there, and you couldn't beat the price for free, right? And there's definitely some ones I want to stitch in there. So those will get some use. While I was at my stitch group, they did little door prizes. Oh, where's my, what did I do with my little cup? Oh, sorry. Okay. One of the things I won was this little cup. It says Floss Boss. Isn't that adorable? Floss Boss. So I won that, and then I also won another stitching with the Housewives pattern. The calendar crates July. And there again, if you don't like stitching on black, you can change that to any of the beautiful beige colors that are available. A baby blue would look really pretty with that. I mean, there's so many options. You don't have to do it on black. It'll look just as good on anything else. They gave us a goodie bag, and I'm not going to show all these. They were free patterns that they got off the internet, but just because I'm not going to show them. So it was a bag of those. It had scissors in here. It had needles in here. It had a threader in here. So it was a whole nice little goodie bag that you got for coming to the World Cross Stitch Day. And I got this little notepad. I got that for free because I've spent $100 at this store over the last month. And then we're on to what I bought. When I was at the store here that I went and visited 2 days ago, I bought these products. I know they won't surprise you. You know, I love my owls. And this is a Stony Creek. So, I really love that one. This one is Hope Snow Friends banner. And I really like that because I love the snowman on it, and I love, you know, that it says hope, being I'm a breast cancer survivor. That's one of the words we use a lot in our lingo. Is the word hope. The Snowman Wisdom. This was too adorable to pass up. And I will read to you what this is. This is a Sue Hillis Designs. And it says, it's okay to be a little bottom heavy. Don't get too much sun. Everyone knows carrots are good for you. Be a jolly happy soul. It takes a few extra rolls to make a good midsection. It's fun to hang out in your front yard. Remember, we're all a little bit flaky. White is always appropriate. And always accessorize, accessorize, accessorize. But that has a lot of back stitching, which my daughter Courtney will love, that she gets to do. Then when I was at my stitch trip the other day, we were talking stockings. So I was like, I've never done a stocking because I don't really sew, so I don't know how I would finish it. And my friend who made my pillow that's right here out of my cross stitch, she said if I stitch it, she would finish it for me. So I found a stocking that I would love for myself. Of course, it's got owls on it. Aren't they cute? I love their little winter hats. They're so cute, and their little scarves. And it is a full kit. And then the only other thing I got there were some needles. I got some John James Petites. So these are not for me. They are for a friend of mine who was looking for them. So also at my LNS, I had picked up this the ring clip. I guess that's what it's called. It kind of looks like it holds, you know, pants, but it holds a cross stitch, and I have a cross stitch that I'm going to put on this. My friend Debbie has it currently, and she's going to bind the sides, kind of like quilted, because it is a long piece, and she's going to quilt the sides. She's going to do binding on the sides of it so it looks nice, and then we'll clip it to this, and I can hang it on a wall somewhere. No, probably not in here because I don't have any walls to hang it. Maybe I can hang it on that door. That door slides. So no, it won't probably be in the RV, but I may show it when it is at FFO. Let's see. I think that's about everything for right now. I would hope that you would like, subscribe, do all the things. And in case you haven't done so yet, please schedule to get your yearly mammogram. It is very important that you get a mammogram. They could save your life. They did mine. So until next time, bye-bye.